I tried a 5-day okra water challenge, and this is what happened. This video will be split up into 2 different parts. Don't want it to run too long. And the first thing we'll discuss is literally you're going to see my live, raw, real reaction to drinking okra water for the very first time. I've never had it, never tried it. I've heard it has great benefits. And speaking of benefits, I'm also going to give you all my desired outcome because there are some specific things that I'm looking to improve within my own health. And lastly, I'm going to give you a 2-day update so I can give you feedback on whether or not I'm starting to notice any changes and all of that good stuff. Hi, my name is Tari. I quit my job and sold my home to get my health back by slow traveling the world. My channel helps women over 30 who do the most instead do the least by prioritizing their health holistically through nutrition, embracing rest, and changing their environment with solo travel. If that's something that interests you, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and lock in as we create the lives we deserve together. The idea from this channel came from Dr. Bobby Price's YouTube channel. He has a video entitled Drinking Okra Water for 5 Days Changes Everything. And I've been hearing a lot about okra water, so I figured, you know what, I'm gonna do this challenge and just see what happens. All right, so we're gonna get a starting weight. And the number is 255.2 pounds. Starting out. Okay, first things first. So literally I already soaked these overnight. So I'm guessing all you have to do is just drink it. It's been like over 12 hours, so it should be good and goopy. I don't know if you're supposed to like drink it just straight like this or if you're supposed to take the okra out first. Like, I don't know. We're just gonna go for it. Let's see. Okay, it smells like okra. Nothing too alarming yet. Oh. Okay, that's not so bad. I thought the texture was gonna be like off-putting, but that's not bad at all. Now wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. So this can obviously get a little messy. So maybe have a paper towel handy whenever you try this. I'm gonna try to take the okra out and see if that makes a difference in like how everything goes down. Yeah, that looks gross. Not even gonna lie. It looks like snot. But hey, we gotta do what we gotta do for health. Okay, so I don't have a strainer, which is why I'm doing it like this. I want to save the okra for later. Oh my God. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe I should get a strainer. Oh my God, that slime is too much. Okay, and then the rest of this is just okra. Okay. So I'll just pour that back in the jar. That yielded about 16 ounces. worth of, hopefully it's in focus, worth of okra water. So let's try this again. Okay, so taking the okra out, it does make it a little less messy. So that's good to know. Okay, so discussing some of the desired benefits from drinking the okra water. The first one is improved digestion. Not to have too much TMI, but your girl has been noticing some changes in how things flow, if you know what I mean. I've definitely have to get away from the cheese for sure, but I have just noticed that my gut, just even when I'm not digesting, my gut has just been out of whack. For the last, I would say 3 years or so, I have been having random sharp pains in my gut. It's like sometimes it's in that lower right quadrant, which sometimes they say that can be appendicitis, but it moves around, so I don't think it's appendicitis, but it could be, I don't know. But yes, improved digestion is definitely one of the things I want to become more, regular. And I want to make sure that essentially the proper things are being absorbed into my body so I can have the energy, and the things that are not supposed to be in my body are not being absorbed. Leaky gut syndrome is a real thing, and I don't know if I have it because, listen, sometimes it costs a lot of money just to find out what's wrong with you, okay? If we're totally honest. And, I have to do things my way. But yes, improved digestion is the first desired outcome that I'm hoping to get out of drinking the okra water for 5 consecutive days. The second one is skin and hair moisture. So I have been noticing that especially during my time in Atlanta, my skin and my hair has become so dry and so brittle. Mind you, I have always had dry skin, even like in my younger years, but it seems like it's just gotten a lot worse over time, like a little bit worse over time, and now it's just full-blown discomfort. So I'm hearing that the okra water helps with that. We're about to find out. Number 3 is, and this is the most important one, improved immunity and energy. So my energy levels have been in the tank circa 2008, okay? That was the year I graduated high school, for context. So I'm tired, and I know it's not normal for an 18-year-old to be tired, and it's not normal for a college student to be that tired. Like, you're gonna be a little tired because you're staying up late and you're cramming for exams, but not as tired as I was. I'm lucky I even finished because, yes, and it has only gotten worse as I stepped into the workforce, as I continue to just live life. And what I have noticed is, especially in the last 3 years, everything has happened in the last 3 years. Everything has gotten worse in the last 3 years, it seems like. But in the last 3 years, when I go to the doctor, they always tell me that your white blood cell count is slightly elevated. And I would say, well, I don't know why. I'm not sick. I don't feel sick. I feel fine. I feel normal. But what is normal anymore, right? When you've been having issues for so long, you don't even know which way is up. So there's a whole issue of having low-grade fevers and viral loads. If you want another video for me to go in more detail on that, hit me up in the comments below and just comment viral load, and I'll definitely make sure that I'll make a video going into more depth for you guys. So that's number 3, improved immunity and energy. Number 4, I have definitely for the ladies, more regular and less painful periods. I have had painful periods throughout my entire life of having a period. Since then, it has progressively gotten worse. I've, asked doctors like, hey, is it possible that I have endometriosis? And we know how the diagnosis for that goes. It takes them forever. And sometimes you have to do a whole surgery just to get the diagnosis. And I'm not about to do all of that, but I would like to get to the bottom of what my issue is. And so Hopefully the okra water will help with that. And then of course, becoming more regular. So I used to be extremely regular, like literally every 32 days, like clockwork. I could predict the very day that Aunt Flo would come on, and that was my predictability. Great. 32 days was on the longer side, but hey, you know, I knew when she was coming. I could plan trips around her if I wanted to, right? 8 years ago is when my period started to be a lot less regular. So okra water is supposed to help with that as well. So we're going to find out. And then lastly, lowering cholesterol. A high cholesterol, slightly high cholesterol is something that I've been dealing with since I was 18. I remember going on a trip to the Dominican Republic. It was a mission trip. And, you know, we had to get the shots and all of that. And we did blood work because it was just that time. And I remember the blood work coming back, and then my doctor telling my mom, well, he told me, because at that point I'm 18, but told us that I have a slightly elevated cholesterol, and it wasn't bad enough to, you know, be on medication or anything. But basically my LDL was a little bit high, but so was my HDL. So my good cholesterol and my bad cholesterol were both a little high. And he was saying, well, since your good one is also high and it's not high by that much, and the bad one is not high by that much, just watch your eating and all of that. So I said, okay, great. And that was when I became extremely conscious about this thing. And I've been like, okay, let me eat right, let me get healthy, let me do this. Since 18, I mean, I've been doing it all my life, but at 18, that's when I got my first quote unquote diagnosis. And that was scary. That's a very scary thing to go through, especially so young. So okra water is supposed to help with lowering your cholesterol back to normal levels. So the last time I had blood work, it was a while ago, but so I don't have a whole lot I don't have anything recent to compare my numbers to. But I mean, they've been consistently going up. Like literally from 18, I'm now 35. From 18 to 35, it's been consistently like high. Like there was never a time where it was just all over the place. So I'm hoping that if I get some blood work, I'm hoping to get some blood work done soon, and then maybe we can, you know, be able to compare the before and after. Last but not least, weight loss. Okra water is supposed to help with weight loss. The reason why it's able to help with like weight loss is it's supposed to help regulate blood sugars, and whenever you have your blood sugars regulated, then you're able to process carbohydrates easier and basically store less fat. So that's like the short version of how it works scientifically. But weight loss is something that I have struggled with since the second grade. Like being overweight is something that I've struggled with since the second grade. And it's always bothered me. It's always been something that like I was made aware of, and like I was conscious of, because, you know, as humans, you naturally compare yourself to the person next to you. So I would compare myself with, you know, the other kids, and it's like, okay, yeah, I was tall, so it didn't look so bad, but it was clear that I had a little bit more weight than I should. And I just remember feeling very self-conscious about that at a very young age, even though I was in dance and gymnastics and all the things that showed your body's height. Like I was self-conscious about it. Like, let's be honest. And from a health standpoint, I got to get the weight off. Like, I know this about myself. So there you have it. These are my desired outcomes of drinking okra water. Let's take another sip. All right, so today is day 2 of the 5-day okra water challenge. And so far, I am starting to get some results. I'm starting to notice that I'm feeling like less congested and not coughing. So like before the challenge, like it just felt like something was just stuck in my throat, and that had been happening for like the last 2 weeks. And so I've noticed that that cough or that feeling or whatever was stuck in my throat has been gone. And so therefore the cough has also dissipated. Energy levels. I definitely have more energy. If you know me, you know that I need 9 hours of sleep per night or day in order to function and feel like a human being. But last night I was up all night trying to like do stuff, be productive. Ended up going to bed around 4 o'clock in the morning. and my alarm went off at 9:30. I got up, no issue. Normally, I would be going right back to sleep, especially without having anything scheduled or planned. Yeah, so to have only slept for 5.5 hours for me to not need a nap, and it's now 6:20, I haven't needed a nap all day. Like, that's a big deal for me because normally I would have not been able to get through a day, especially not only on 5.5 hours of sleep. So yeah, energy levels and cleared up congestion. And then I have also noticed a little bit more moisture in my face. So that's also good as well. Sister, what about you? What have you noticed? What are some of the things have you seen any changes? We've been doing the challenge together.
I do have more moisture in my skin. I have also felt like, how do you describe it? Smoother, I guess, or a smoother move.
She means more regular, y'all.
Not more regular. I'm regular.
So what you mean?
Just smoother, easier.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Not that it was bad before, but even smoother, but not like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom right now. So those are my two that I can speak on as of today.
Yep. So we have 2 more days to go, and 3 more days to go, and I will be showing you that the final results in the second part of this video. And in that video, I'll also go ahead and take my after weight so we can see if there was any weight loss along the way. So stay tuned for part 2. Make sure you comment, subscribe, like the video, and see you in the next one.